We're back. Tip number 10. I'm Susan Jane and I'm from Intuitive Nature. And Intuitive Nature is all about developing your intuition. And I'm doing this time with the 10 tips on how to face your Facebook fears. And I can assure you, once you start to get these tips under control, you will start to develop your intuition, because you'll see these profiles and you'll go, doesn't look right, I'm not going there. And you'll start to develop it. So when your head becomes in line with your heart, then you are intuitive. You're starting to develop that intuition. So perfect. But tip number 10 is all about scheduling your posts. So in the marketing side of it, and I've addressed the Facebook fears to marketers, especially with small businesses, because I know when I was writing my book, I would sit down in front of the computer and I type away. 3.5 years later, here's a book. I didn't interact with anybody. I didn't let them know what I was doing. I just went ahead and did it. You know, I had nothing to sell as far as I was concerned until the book was done. I was very wrong. We have something to sell all the way along, because we're selling ourselves. It doesn't matter what type of writer you are, what genre you are, whether you're a personal trainer, whether you're a relationship counsellor, we have ourselves to sell, because people need to get to know us. There's so many writers around, there's so many personal trainers around, there's so many of these type of people around, that we need to create those links to get people to feel comfortable with us. So I created the 10 tips for facing your Facebook fears for these people, for when we're stepping out there, when we've got to do these videos, when we have to put ourselves forward. Now, we can do that on the back of the bus, we can do that on TV, if you have the funds to do that. Unfortunately, I don't have those sort of funds, or I don't know when somebody bought a book off the side of a bus when they've advertised. So I feel that people need to get to know you, and social marketing is a great way of doing it, and it's cost effective. So number 10 for facing your Facebook fears, tip number 10 is about scheduling. So far we've created target audiences by having our personal profile, our business page, and our group of like-minded people. Then what we've got to do is put posts onto that. So we need to deliver it in 4 different formats. So we've got a video, image, post, comment. That's got to go on top. And then with all that, we need to put together it, whether it's informative post or information. We need to decide whether it's going to be personal or whether it's a call to action. That's got to go into the mix as well. And we have to bring that all together and then schedule it. So what I have actually created is a 3-week, what I call the sprint. It's a challenge, okay? It's a Facebook challenge. It's really, really simple. I have created it all. I have told you exactly what you need to do when you need to do it. We've got the sprint, we've got the marathon, and we've got the sprint, the distant, and the marathon. So we've got them in different stages. We're going to look at the sprint, but what I want to do is I want to do it all together. So I'm keeping it really, really low cost, because what we're going to do is we're going to do it together as a group. Now the idea is that we become friends, obviously. I've created a group where we can all jump on that group, and then we're all going to create our own group, and we've got our own business page, and we're all going to like each other and connect with each other. Now in doing this, if you go onto somebody else's group, you've got to be on that for the 3 weeks of the challenge, and then you can leave, because it may not be a group that suits you. So I get that. But while we're doing it, while we're getting out there, we're learning it and we're creating interest amongst ourselves. And if we do it this way, I can keep the cost down, because I don't want it to be a lot. I want to be able to do it nice and cost effectively, so everyone can jump in and jump on board. And that's my goal. It's all about getting out there and doing it. The first thing we need to do, if you want to jump on this page, on this group, on this challenge, we need to make sure you have got your profile, which you have to have, and you're only allowed to have one profile by Facebook law. That's why they pick up false profiles so quickly, because you're only allowed to have one. And they can see who has the most recent one. So the one that's been there the long term, they're obviously the real person, and the one that's short, that's only been there for a month or two, they're the false profile. That's how they do it. So you've got your personal profile, building up your friends. You have got your business page. You can ask them to like it if you want to, like, you know, that's your choice. But I want you to look at creating a group, a like-minded group. Jump on board. My name is Susan Jane. I'm from Intuitive Nature. The link should be below. If I remember to put it there, that'll be all good. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Susan Jane, Intuitive Nature, all the very best.